in this film, people wear different masks depending on the situation. And you said that deception can make it easy to overlook simple truths. What moments forced Dre to confront truths he may have had?
Um, I think probably the arrogance of thinking that he could just go back and talk to people that he hasn't had connection with in quite some time. Because in all actuality, he doesn't get the answers he's seeking. And those are the truths that Dre didn't really understand, that he couldn't just step back into that world and think that everything is just buddy buddy. Everything may seem kind of cool, but ultimately what you came to get as an officer is not going to be easily just given to you. And people have their lines, whether they know you or not. You know, they may look at you differently. They may shake your hand. They may say, "What's up?" You know, but you don't know what they're really thinking. And I think Dre kind of got an understanding of that. And definitely when this whole time people knew some information about him personally that he didn't know, that he might have been just a fool this whole time. And so that's something Dre is just going to have to reconcile with as he continues on in his life, you know, that he may have to watch all angles because he really was the clueless one in it all. So he's going to come out of this as a different man. If I were to judge Dre, I know we as actors are supposed to identify with that characters, but I'm still kind of a film fan and an audience member, and I can remove myself from
Yeah.
being the actor and watch the movie and say, Dre, you're gonna have to reconcile some stuff in
Yeah.
these coming days.
Yeah. Something just really stood out to me about what you said about the arrogance of people thinking that they can go and just fit back, you know, into the scene. Can you just talk a little bit about that? Have you had that in your real life? Like, you know, where people think they could just it's been a million years, but because I need something right now, I could just we could apply that to almost anything.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say a personal experience, but I can imagine people reaching back to old loved ones, you know, old lovers. You know, maybe if they experience some family issues, maybe that person was close to you and they actually gave you some feedback, but you haven't talked to them in a long time, and you think you can just like, nah, we don't got that connection no more, you know. So you know what I mean? It's like, I'm surprised you got the number still. I'm surprised I even answered. So it's I can just see that in so many different aspects of life that people you think you still cool with, you may not be. So that's why you always have to check in, you know. In so many different aspects, you have to check in with people. But just to check in that you're still cool with people, you might need to send that text. You might not need to send that text. You might need to make that phone call, you know.
Oh,
So
oh, you better say that in 2025 because we live in a text driven world. Don't call me, leave a voicemail. No, sometimes you need to break through and call.
yeah. And honestly, if you're getting a lot of no answers, that may be the answer, you know, because some people want you as a textual friend, you know. That may be the answer in itself. So
Yep. Love that.
yeah.
I love that.